grind, get paid. The real remain, the fake a fade. Praying they don't lock us up in the cage from chopping the white on the plate with the blade. Used to be broke, now we getting it now. Gully and live, we
Alright, this is an episode of Strong United Voices. This your boy D.
The one and only Black.
And Miss Lovely. And today we got our guest on, y'all. We've been talking about her for a couple of days. The female artist that I am happy to introduce today is by the name of NDure. Okay, so let's get right into it. I want to know, how did you come up with the name? What inspired you for that name?
Okay, well, I researched the name and thought it would fit and be suitable for me because I was going through so much coming up young, and I felt like I endured a lot.
Oh, okay.
And I said, hey, let me get a little bit creative, and I took out the E.
Okay.
You know what I mean? My first name Natalie,
Right.
And used my music as therapy to get through whatever I was going through.
Okay. And so how long you been like in the industry or been doing this?
Wow. I don't know who all know me, but I've been doing it, I want to say 20 years.
20 years.
I've been writing songs ever since I was 10 and singing since I was 13.
So 10 years old really you started?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's what's up. That ain't easy to do.
No. All the traveling and everything I've done in shows.
Okay.
I've been performing for a long time.
Okay.
A long time.
Okay. And tell me who you like collaborated with.
Well, who started me off was Adion. You know him as Adion. He's actually in AK Reed's new film, Conflicted.
Mm-hmm.
He started me off when I was 13.
Okay.
And then I started working with Kid Cole. So when I went in the studio, I was with the Top Notch.
Okay.
14.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was with Ill Block Records, Adion's first record label. And, oh God, as far as collaborations is concerned, wow, I've collaborated with so many people. A lot of people in Buffalo area, Don P.
Don P.
Shout
out, Don.
Yeah. Shout out to Enlightenment Entertainment. I've also done collaborations with King BB. Oh God, it's just so many.
Okay, I mean, that's just the name of you. We go through all.
I ain't go front. I was on my Lil Wayne tip.
Okay.
So if I wasn't putting out an album, I knew to keep myself, aboard and afloat. My name, knocking by collaborating with other people.
Absolutely.
Keep yourself going.
Okay, and so now, I'm going to add it in here somehow. But when when you left me a message, and you had so much, because I thought you was a rap artist, but you went from songwriter to actress to. I'm like, damn, she got a lot of stuff going on with you. And so let's talk about like when you're singing and your songwriting. So you basically write everything you do. Nobody writes for you.
No,
Okay.
No. And I've written for other artists. Like I've written for some children in St. Louis.
Okay.
They was like 14, 15 years old.
Okay.
I wrote for a girl group out in New Jersey.
Okay.
Stuff like that. I've written for my daughters.
Okay.
Anyway, shout out to my kids.
Okay.
In the audience.
Shout out to the girls. They out here with us.
Oh wow. As far as like. I wrote for Shayla B. She's sung a couple of my songs.
Okay.
Shouts out to her. Also, like I said, a couple more artists like in New York City.
Okay. Now, and so when you're saying acting, what did you play? What things did you play in?
I did The Purge when it came.
Shut up!
Yeah.
Okay, Purge. Okay.
I did A Bird's Cage, and it was an independent filmmaker here. I've done a couple of, I apologize.
That's okay.
I'm trying to think of
Take your time.
I also played a part in Shots Fired in Buffalo. So
Shots Fired, right.
Yeah. I'm one of the leading actresses in there.
Okay.
Also, too, I did a film out in Syracuse. Shouts out to Miss Tammy.
Okay.
did a film with her.
Okay.
And
don't you forget nobody, because somebody.
I'll be like,
you know they mention me.
I know we had brain fire, especially if you ain't got something
written down.
You
see me,
you have to forgive me. Now, if it was Grammys or something like that, then I'd be like, okay.
I'm pulling my
So you have to forgive me, but you know I got a good heart anyway.
Right.
Okay.
So
that's just the name of it.
Okay. So now let's go with your book, because we got your books up. So what is our book about here today?
Well, this is a book of poetry. This is my second book, actually.
Oh, okay.
The first book I've written was called The Inception, which you can find on Amazon.
Okay.
And then The Closure, this is independent, independently launched by myself. It's a book of poetry as well, but it's like chapters of my life. Right. And you'll be able to read that, like, as far as stone stepping from chapter to chapter.
Gotcha.
And they'll just talk about, me basically what I was going through as far as coming into a womanhood for myself. Because the inception, the definition for that is the beginning. Right. So that was my first book, and then closure. I was finding closure to my life.
That's this book.
Yes,
that's the closure book.
So it was kind of like a sequel to the first one I've written.
Right.
Now this next one, I actually written. I'm looking for a publisher because I made a movie based off of it too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Your movie's called what?
Breathe.
Breed or breathe? Okay. All right, thank you. I ain't sipping too much.
It's okay. I've written that a couple years ago.
Okay.
But you gotta have a budget behind it.
Right.
So I had to research it because my first love was music.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't get me wrong,
right.
I had experience with acting and everything.
Okay.
But I want to do it the book written way. I want it to be legitimate.
Right.
Okay. I don't want to half step it. So.
Right. Okay. And so let's talk about the clothing line.
Well, the clothing
I know
line,
that's not out yet.
It's not out yet. I did start some samples.
Okay.
Like, I'm sorry I didn't bring any.
That's okay.
But I'm looking forward to that.
Okay.
I want to first start off with some logo t-shirts, see how that goes.
Right.
And then also kind of off spin for that is my album cover because it's my fourth EP. So I'm working on getting some shirts made for.
So you have the album the cover already laid out.
Yeah,
it's already color and photo.
Yeah, designed by Darren Wissett.
You have that with you? We can see.
Oh yeah.
Girl, show your stuff.
Well, she don't have it with us on the phone.
Oh, okay.
So we're not able to get it up. She can send me pictures and I can
Matter of fact, I did send it to you. It's in your...
I do got the messages. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's this right here?
Oh, this is
we can show them that though.
Okay, yeah. This is a picture. Shouts out to AGMT out of Syracuse. He's a photographer.
Okay.
He took this picture, and the promoter, shouts out to him, MC Andrew Love out of Syracuse. Yeah.
So that's ours?
Yes, it is yours.
Go right up on the wall.
He actually posted up these pictures, and when I did a show, a lot of the artists that did a couple shows with him, we came in and we like,
I love it.
That was so love. My pictures of us. And he did it very, very professionally, and we signed our signatures after we got off the stage.
All right. Yeah, well, you go on our Tupac coming down. I'm going to have to fix him. I'll play that.
What'd you say? That's right.
Okay. All right. So I want to get into your style.
Okay.
And my first one I listened to was Start Loving Me. And that's kind of deep. And it's like you got a Mary J. Blige style to me.
I knew you was going to say that. Listen,
and I'm just
do anybody know the Joker? Do anybody know the Joker? Yeah. You know the Joker? Yeah. He gave me that name. He called me Mary J. Blige Above City.
Get out.
And I've been knowing him for so long, but he gave me that name.
Your style is...
And I grew up on her style.
Yeah.
Like, I was very, very heavily influenced by Mary J.
Yes.
Like, I feel like she saved my life.
Yes.
That
song saved me.
Mary J. Blige.
That was deep.
That was my letter to God.
Yeah.
That was my love letter to God.
Yeah.
Save Me was real deep. That was dope. I really liked that. You know what I mean?
I had my girlfriend crying off of that. She was like, oh yeah.
It looked like it was kind of like touching for you to even sing it in the video. Like, you know what I mean? To get through
real emotions was in there.
Yeah. But you made it happen and you got through with it. And there was messages in there. And then you had the helpline at the end. You know what I'm saying? Just to let people
exactly.
know.
Because you have a lot of women who are going through domestic problems and they don't feel like they can sit up here and have a voice or basically, you know, they be afraid, embarrassed more than anything, to speak out about that. And you know, shouts out to T-Moja Washington, Mixtape Collab. He's out in Little Rock, Arkansas. He actually inspired the put towards for the domestic violence thing, that type of gear towards that, you know, that avenue. Because like I said before, the song was actually my love letter to God, and I was asking God to save you.
Okay.
So it's like a spiritual, inspirational song.
Yeah, no, that's definitely dope though too, because it was some things that I had seen in there. You said scars was meant to be, so only I could heal others from my story.
Yeah, and I've had so many people like around the world. I'm not even lying to you, like around the world, from like Sydney, Australia to Perth, Australia, from because I traveled, like I said, Las Vegas, Little Rock, Arkansas. I got a fan base there. They'll come to me and they be like, "Girl, your stuff healed me." Even, you know, shouts out to Mama Nikki. Y'all know Mama Nikki that's here in Buffalo. She's like a soul singer. Oh man, you got really.
Maybe I might have get her.
Yeah, you did. I mean, she's phenomenal.
She performs. She's from here and performs here.
Yes,
she's here.
Yes.
Mama Nikki. Does she have another name or?
Well, Nikki, I forgot her last name. Oh, girl, forgive me. But she got a band and everything, and she's like powerful. And
she's in poetry too.
No, it's just singing. Singing. Yeah. But with her, she came up to me in the grocery store and was telling me like, "Honey, that start loving me." She said, "Honey, you saved my niece." And I'm like, "What?" You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And I have chills going through my body like, wow, I didn't know, you know what I mean? And even when I talked about the other woman, you know, I had women come to me and be like, "Man, that's deep for you to be able to admit that."
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And not be embarrassed.
Tell the truth story.
Because you can't get past something.
Right.
You ain't
Hell no.
You know? So.
And and especially when things is personal, it's more sentimental when you singing it. So you know, the emotions does come out and show. And that's just when I listen to him, I'm like, she remind me of Mary. You know, and everybody love Mary.
Right.
You know, Mary saved all our souls. I mean, I grew up off of her, so it's like she cuts down to the core, like you said, things that women is embarrassed to even talk about or acknowledge. And, you know, and these two songs is what really actually caught my ear. Like, wow, you know, you telling your story of who you are. And so what is your fan base like? Is, you know, you got in between, you got the young, you got the, or just a mix of?
It's mixture.
Okay.
It's mixture because I also, you know, I'm in the healthcare field.
Okay.
And I used to go to work and I have older folks coming to me and want to hear my stuff. Then my kids, they teenagers, so they look at me as superstars, so they let they girlfriends be pulling up my YouTube videos at school.
Okay.
And, "Oh my God, where's your mommy?" You know, so I got the young folk, 13, 14, 15, and then, so it's, you know, it's to anybody. It's not a range.
Whoever gravitate to it.
Right.
You got any questions for her?
Not yet. Not yet. Right now.
Okay. Well, we can get into the products then. What we got going on? We got some products on the table. And whatever one you want to start off with.
Well, with NDure New York, I want to say I started about 4 years ago. And the reason why I had to do a lot of research is because you got to know the chemical basis of what to put in it without also like making anybody have an allergic reaction.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You want to pick the natural nutrients
ingredients,
and stuff like that. So I had to study, and then I had to study the market and strategies, and then the boxes and the look and everything. So it took me a long time. And don't get me wrong, this is like the third model. I'm not even lying to you, and I might even change again. You know, but nonetheless, I believed in it. I started off with it first because it was easier to do rather than a clothing line. Okay. Because at the time, as I was coming, you know, had children and stuff like that, I didn't have the money to put into the clothing line and invest in the clothing line part. So now I said, okay, well, what's the easiest to start off with? that's suitable for me, and I can actually make a profit off of it. You know, with getting my name out there, because you can't just only do music. Like you can't nowadays. The market don't even have you for that. You gotta have your own socks, your own hats,
That's you know, a part of you.
Right. Your brand. Right. So I wanted to create something soft and elegant and sensual, because every time I step out the house, I ain't gonna lie to you, I like to look fabulous, elegant. You know, I carry myself.
And when you walk by, smell.
Right, there you have it. So, I researched a lot as far as dibble dabbling with scents and everything, and what side of what, and I made it in my kitchen. I'm not gonna lie.
Shut up.
So what scents? Tell me, you said all this. I need to know what scents you have in that little bottle.
Okay.
No, I want you to tell me. What scents that you came up with that's in that bottle that I'm gonna smell. Like, is there?
Because she like a candle liquid person.
You know, I love perfumes and stuff. So I want to know what.
Now this is a perfume, not a cologne.
No, it's not a cologne. It's a perfume.
Yeah,
because I had to mix it with alcohol. Perfume is not too detailed.
Okay, right. No, you don't have to. And you don't get your special ingredient in there.
I just want to know what scent is it? Is it like
powdery, soft?
Okay.
Probably a hint of vanilla, stuff like that.
Okay. So soft scents. Well, I'm gonna smell it. I want to smell it. Okay. You know, check them on now. Because I don't like strong stuff.
No.
It smells good. I wish you had one of them little tester paper things.
You know what? And why I just ordered me some.
Oh, it smells good. Damn, I'm just about to come to me. This scent is about to come to me, though.
And then the shea butter is actually it's natural, all natural, and I made it on my stove. Not even lying.
Oh, really?
Yes, made it.
And you
on
said
my
the shea butter?
Yes, it's the shea butter too. Right.
Oh,
and it actually
so it smells the same way.
Yes.
Shut
up.
And so with the shea butter, like I said, I'll be
let the viewers know how much is this is.
Well, the bottle is $25.
Okay.
Even with the box, you know, and the shea butter is $10.
Okay. Let me smell that shea butter too.
Pass that down.
Now, how I got off with the shea butter, what happened
was nice and soft.
Yeah. Now I had to upgrade a few stuff. You know what I'm saying? As far as letting it last long and knowing how much of beads or whatever they put in it, whatever. But what happened and what started me off with that was that I made it at home, and I said I want to make something kind of similar to the fragrance, and I let my mother use it. So my mother had surgery. She had, you know, a rotator cuff and it's scarred. So she was using it, and she was going to physical therapy. And her physical therapist, you know, nice white guy named Dave. He's in the Tri-Main Center. Good therapist. He came. He saw my mother and he said, "Wow, Miss Brooks, your shoulder healed real well."
Right.
My mother said, my daughter made me some shea butter. So the man said, "What? Oh, you got to have her stuff come in. Do you know that man allowed me to sell my product in his shea butter?"
Really? Now that's what I'm talking about.
Shut up, God is good.
On top of me making homemade peanut butter cookies for him.
Oh,
always request.
Don't stop shop.
And he was like, "Wow."
Yeah.
And so
so it heals scars, basically.
It was healing too. My mother healed all her scars, like her knee replacement and her rotator cuff.
So she don't have the scars there, but it's not noticeable. Like
no,
it's like
not.
cocoa butter took the
And then my daughter got eczema, a touch of eczema.
Okay,
and so I went on Facebook and I had put some on her for like a whole week, and then I took some pictures, so people could see it was healing and lightening up her. And it did. And I was like, wow. Okay. I didn't even know what I was making in my own
kitchen. Out of your own kitchen. Hey, you say I gotta go buy shit else.
No, I know.
So you don't have to.
So that's a blessing.
Hey, whatever you can do.
Entrepreneurship, you know.
Right, exactly.
So are we single? Are we married? What's going on with your personal? I mean, people might want to know. You know what I mean?
So there's nothing wrong with it. I'm in a relationship.
Okay.
I'm happy.
Okay. Hey, that's all that matters.
Right.
So she is not available. So, what else more you want to give us a little more background on? What projects you got coming up? What's getting ready to go on? What
I had so much more. I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
No. Go ahead. That's what we're here for.
I also worked for a magazine called the Independent Artist Magazine out in New York City.
Shut up.
Yeah, so there was a lot of because I'm a writer first more than anything.
Right.
Okay. So with the Independent Artist Magazine as a staff writer, basically what I was doing was featuring music artists from Buffalo or surrounding areas or whatever, and I was putting them in the article, whether they wrote up the bio or I wrote up the story, Q&As and stuff like that. So like say for instance, I want to go ahead and advertise Be Great, I would send it to my publisher, my boss, and they'll put you in the volume of Independent Artist Magazine. And May June just edition. Oh my God.
How do you get these books or this magazine?
You can actually go on madcloud.com.
Madcloud?
Madcloud.com. Or Indie Art Mag. Matter of fact, let me write it.
Magazine Mag.
But it's indieartmag.com, and I'm actually on the cover of Indie.
And you said we pull this up where?
Artmag.com.
Okay. So she's writing it down.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can pull that up, and I'm actually on the cover of May and June. Finally, after I've been following them for
this man too is writing right here.
I'm sorry. I gotta change up my penmanship.
Let me see that paper.
Yeah. You know me, and I'm blind as bad as it is. But I got mag. I got the mag. Not there. You Miss Professional that you want to fucking read every goddamn thing. But you can't get it, can you? What it say?
1 moment, please.
What? What? Yeah.
Wait a second now.
Exactly. Thanks, cousin. What is this?
No, IND.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so I'm gonna do it. Okay, let me do it better.
Indie Arts Mag.
Yes.
Is there another? What's that letter after that? Because you look like you put something else after that.
She ain't put a damn thing but .com.
No.
Indie? Yes, I did.
Yeah, she did. Thank you, ma'am.
No.
She's agreeing with me.
Oh,
thank you.
Y'all both can't see.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Oh, okay. INDIE.
Yes.
Art.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Art
Indie.
Mag.
Like the indie writer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we want to check that out. Okay. And so you still affiliated with them.
Yes,
Okay.
So basically, like if I want to sit up there and spotlight Be Great, your clothing line, stuff like that, I would get your bio, pictures, professionally, send it all to him, and he'll.
Okay.
So what he'll do right now? Oh, okay, so he'll write up what you want.
Yeah, or either I can give a Q&A.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
And they have a very large fan base.
Okay.
Like they not only sit up here and service the U.S. of A. They go all over Africa, China.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. So what else we got going on now? That's the magazine. That's the magazine. So writer for magazine.
I've also interviewed a lot of celebrities.
Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I'll find it up on YouTube. I'll pull it up. I work with Mr. John Blassingame.
Okay.
And Mr. John Blassingame is the creator of hair. I apologize. Let me get myself together.
Take your time.
Hair. He gonna get me. Oh, don't watch this, Mr. B. I'm so sorry. He helped start it off Essence Magazine.
Essence. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Started that off.
Okay. For a long time. I want to say 37 years.
Okay.
And his magazine is Hair Magazine. Let me look it up because I don't want to get it wrong.
Okay, go.
Because then he'll be like, "Ooh, no, you can't."
This is all real here, honey. We do it all real here.
I know that's right.
Put it right on
So
you just get the
I used to actually
magazine?
read his magazines when I was in high school. And then not high school, but grammar school. So for me to do that, and then here I am going to New Jersey, and he got me on the red carpet because he liked my voice.
Yeah, you
and
was
stuff.
on the carpets.
Girl.
Yep, I was the red carpet host.
All right.
The red one. Not
Yes,
a regular
so-
carpet. The red one.
Now, if you don't mind me asking,
The red
no,
The red one.
I'm 38. I'll be 38.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. Okay, I'm just asking because you've done a lot, even in this short time frame, and you're still young.
I wasn't
You
trying to
know,
stop.
so it's like you don't seem like you had a day of not being busy. Like you just been your hands is everything.
And a lot of pop.
That's what's up.
Everything.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
so
she was
he's a
sick.
co-founder of Hype Hair Magazine and Black Men Magazine.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And with what happened is that he has, matter of fact, he has one coming up. He does a lot of annual modeling and hair shows out in New Jersey. And I will go there at the Marriott in Newark, New Jersey, and I would do the red carpet. I've already interviewed DJ K Slay. I've interviewed the owner of Def Comedy Jam. Oh my God, Bob Sumner. I've interviewed him. I've also been on tour with Judah Priest. I've met Method Man, Redman.
Come on now.
I've interviewed oh my God, I'm forgetting his name. Not Papoose. Not Papoose, but I'm thinking about Papoose. But no. What's the other guy that set up there and did the New York what's the name? Love and Hip Hop.
Not Rich Dollars.
No, the light skin one that all the women go crazy over.
The light
bald head one. I got a whole bunch of kids. They said because they all type of stuff.
You know the bill with guns.
Yeah, Peter Guns. I've interviewed Peter Guns.
Yeah. She said with a bunch of kids.
That's what they told me. I'm so sorry. Peter Guns don't know.
That's true though.
I interviewed him because he had a show that was coming on and he was looking for a lot of music artists and stuff. So I interviewed him about like a couple years back. And what got me more into the marketing and everything was because I've actually met the owner of that helped out with Johnson & Johnson, and this was a white lady, and at that party while I was standing there, she was sitting up there telling me on how to market and what was the best way of doing the shea butter and the perfume and everything. So she kind of heavily inspired me too. Matter of fact, her name is she owns a business called Posner.
Okay. So I'll tell you right now, and I'll just keep touching my hands. They so soft, you know. So I would like this for my feet. You know.
Yeah, so, and that's what I usually.
Yeah, it's very soft. I like it. I really do.
Yeah, no doubt. I got you on the order.
All right. So what else we got going on?
Well, right now, currently, I will be going back to New Jersey to.
So you be back and forth from Jersey to Buffalo a lot, basically. Yeah. That's where you go back and forth.
Unfortunately, due to COVID,
that's all right. That's good travel.
We had to, subside that. So, but he has been doing virtual. Mr. Blackstone have been doing virtual casting calls for the models and the hairstylists and stuff like that, and also fashion designers. So, yes, he has.
All right. He's doing fashion designer calls, and who else?
Fashion, hair, and modeling.
And modeling. So if y'all model,
I will direct you to Mr.
So what and not to, that it's not brag, I'm just asking a question on who have you helped out here in your own city?
Oh, no, it's no problem. I helped out with Shayla Phillips, the young lady I told you about. And then also, as far as artists, wow.
Well, you ain't got to go through a whole list. But I'm just saying I like to see our Buffalo people because it seems like you have so much high stats and meeting big people. And, it's good that you're not just being selfish to yourself. That you actually you come on.
So, we also had a podcast ourselves.
Shut up.
On Jefferson, and we used to do it at the Apollo. And shouts out to Andre, the Torch. I basically was PR for Rise Up Family. And basically what we did was I brought in the artists and the people to come on the interview. So
I'm still
that's how I helped out in my community wise. I brought on people basically to help them advertise their business, help them do shows, performances and stuff like that. We have a lot of videos on YouTube and everything. I know he's still doing it with the Zoom app. And he also got the Love Show as well. So you can definitely look him up on Facebook. Andre, they call him Andre Robinson, the Torch. So he's actually in charge of that. And wow, we had our podcast on for about 5 years, 4 to 5 years. I actually came in and we started from his house.
Hey, honey, I was going to go out my basement. I ain't give a damn. It was just my calling for me to do it. And, but my thing was to discover my city. Because I'm a little older. But I wanted to this is my son, so I support him with his clothing line.
As I suppose.
And and he's an artist too. But he went straight to the clothing line and left the industry along with the rapping.
Okay.
So I want to get him back in tune to that. So this is what I actually been doing, is trying to inspire with different people coming on. And he might not, but if he don't, he do. But that's my thing, is that I don't know a lot of artists out here. And so my goal was to let me bring, so send them. I'm still, we'll do this, all the time. I don't matter. Actually, I'm about to start going every day podcasting, because I was just doing it 2 days out the week just to see how it go. But I can't get everybody on here on Monday and Wednesday.
Right.
It's impossible.
It's cool. It's cool because everybody work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just got to see what see fit.
Right. So I want to be
open. We used to run
to
our shows on Thursdays.
Just only on Thursdays?
Yeah, with the tip. Yeah. So we just did our shows on Thursday, and then we brought people into the studio, and then they just. But with the tip, I'm not gonna lie to you, it actually changed my life. Mm-hmm. It helped me to be more in tune with my health, my skin. I became a pescatarian. We won't eat no meat, just seafood because of it. I learned a lot from the cast members that was on. Shouts out to all of y'all from the tip, Dre, Janika, Deshaun. The list goes on and on with them, because it's a family-orientated show that we had, and also Elena, Vitamin E. Because of me, it all started really from the OHM when it came to the music. You remember, how it was from the you remember. And a lot of us, we just, from even Benny the Butcher, I was performing with Benny at the OHM, you see what I'm saying? And we just all kept going from Ali Black, from Tommy Babs, from all of us, like, we just kept it going. So, and I kept in touch with everybody. And, just did features with people and stuff. So that's how I got entwined with a lot of the people. And to get back to the community, I had the show, and I brought people on who was painting, who had their own health and beauty products, who started their own clothing lines.
And that's what I'm targeting. But like I said, I just wanted to see, because what my my goal is, as I got with Michael Ray at the Groove. And I told him,
commercial for him.
Okay, so I'm trying to get me like top 5 artists that I'm gonna bring down there and let them perform just a live.
He no rap.
Oh no, he told me he will.
Oh, he will. What?
So
Michael Ray.
It ain't gonna be that type. He talking about conscious. He said it gotta be conscious.
He doing this actually, to be honest.
Look, you could let him see the video when I say this.
He's doing this for us.
But I see.
He's doing this for us, because he won't do this for other people.
That's love.
Yeah, the episode he said that it was no rap at first.
Yeah.
He said,
that's what I'm saying.
He said that on the episode.
It changed up the energy.
Shouts out to the Cold Boy DJs, but Richie Santana was my personal DJ, so I used to rock out with the Cold Boys all the time, and I was helping them start out the Cold Girl Coldies with his clothing line and stuff. Shouts out to all the Cold Boy DJs, but he used to DJ out of there with DJ Warlock and all of them, so that's how I knew, because I used to be up in there, but I did the singing. So when they had the comedy shows, because I've opened up for a couple of the comedy shows. So I was the opening entertainment for a couple of them. So that's why I was like, what?
Yeah. So it's not, and the rap artists that I have had, which ain't too many. I'm saying, like, I done had about 5-6 damn people. Goddamn, I ain't even drunk yet. Goddamn. Well, anyway, I felt I was going to take my top 5. So it was like Dom. I told Dom I wanted him to come back. Obviously I will want you. And then I'm supposed to have, I don't know for sure, but I know I got a Dale Hayes.
Dale Hayes?
Yeah, have you heard of him? Hayes? Okay, yeah, he's a good artist too. He got a different style to him too. And Young Nice.
Okay.
You know who Young?
Oh,
you don't know him?
I'm just saying, okay.
No. Normally we know that. Y'all know everybody. I don't know him.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I was supposed to have him come. So I was like, I was just gonna take my top 5 just to get him out and do a little performance down at the Groove. He was only going to allow like each person to bring 2 people in with him.
Now see, like Al Max. You remember Al Max? They called him the Green Goblin. He's a conscious rapper.
Oh really?
Yeah.
He's here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
I'm gonna have to find him.
We're gonna hear
his name is Alan Maxwell. Yep.
Alan Maxwell?
Yep, and he called him the Green Goblin. He does conscious rap. You also got Neil Mack, who's into politics. He's a conscious rapper.
Okay.
Neil who?
Neil Mack. He's actually a local commissioner.
Check him out.
Oh really? Okay.
I missed that. Neil Mack?
Yeah, Neil Mack. Yeah. He's a conscious rapper as well.
I mean, because that's my thing. As long as people ain't sitting up, we don't want to hear the same thing about the guns and the hoes and the bitches. I keep saying over and
No,
over.
no,
I
no,
got
no,
no
because
idea.
We want
the
to
song
hear.
I even sent you to tell me
Yeah.
that was political.
Yeah.
I wanted people to see that I could spit,
Right.
even though I
I did. I forgot about that
one.
one. I forgot that on my.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's okay.
Right.
And it's crazy. Everything that I wrote, like all my songs that I've written for this album, was way before COVID-19. So that's how I knew I was anointed, and God gave me a message to sit
To
up
get
there and
out.
get it out.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I got this one song called Queen, and basically it's about women who I'm talking about their pain, and then I'm basically saying that I want you to be above that, and that you're a queen.
Are you able to give me a bar?
Desperate for a change, but he tries to escape her reality. Wanting more than it. So she regroups So she regroups by mentally.
That's okay.
I'm trying to
No, girl, I'm waiting for you to take it to the next level, honey.
You're a queen, you're a queen. You're a queen, you're a queen. You're a queen, you're a queen.
All right.
What's up? They need to hear that. A lot of people need to be inspired and understand that, it's cool to be, who you are, but understand that
You a
it's
queen.
a bigger purpose. You know what I'm
right.
saying? That you're a queen.
And see, I actually made a change because I mean, don't get me wrong. I know how to battle rap. I know how to.
You're more of a singer, though.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in ciphers. I love going to ciphers.
Maybe I might need to do that one day on here.
Ciphers.
Yeah.
But I gotta get the right people.
I done been in a female cipher, or all female
I can't
cipher.
get no females. Where they at?
Girl, they're
Boogie Blue, Nubian.
She said Boogie Blue.
Where?
Boogie Blue.
Where's Boogie
She's
Blue?
in Buffalo. Then you got Nubian. She just put out a new.
Shout out to
that's
Nubian.
Queen.
I know Nubian is.
No. Nubian she does neo soul, right? Nubian is hip, but she got her own professional grinder. Shouts out to you. She got her own brand with her drink. She got it in stores. Like she going
Shut up.
See, I didn't know that.
See what I'm saying? Check out her Instagram.
Okay. Yeah, I think
and
I'm
then you
following
also
her.
got
So Nubian
Nubian,
and Boogie.
Boogie Blue.
Oh.
Boogie Blue.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get your Facebook name.
Yes, please.
So, Naima Thomas. That's her government. Sorry, baby. I'm sorry. And then you got
I mean, I'll take
Wendy.
these two.
There's a young lady named Wendy out in Niagara Falls Boulevard. She did a song for Ellen DeGeneres about 4 years ago. When I tell you her album, that song went crazy though. They put it on Ellen DeGeneres' show.
Really?
Wow.
Because it's called Do the Ellen.
Oh.
And she's out in Niagara Falls.
Yeah, you have to be making some noise to get on the show. That's
So See,
and she's
I'm
a rapper. I mean, that white girl is dope.
Okay.
When I tell you she's a beat.
Really? Okay, so I got 4 female names, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy because I can't get none. Did you? Maybe y'all can come and do another one.
That's what's up, because I'm
That's female singers here too. Oh yeah, how could y'all forget the young lady that went on tour with Benny?
Oh.
She sat up there and did the the Sway show. She's from Buffalo. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? The dark skin.
No.
She can't talk.
No.
Yes, he can.
Sorry.
With Darnell.
Let me bring her up. Yeah, she went on tour with Benny. She's crazy though too. She's from Buffalo, and she did the Sway show.
Well, is she here?
Yeah, she's in Buffalo.
I mean, I don't know if she's out because I didn't know.
No, she's in
a lot of people
Buffalo.
that be from the town, sometimes they be in and out of town. That's why she be
it's okay. Yeah, she be in and out of town because, like I said, she went on tour with Benny.
Okay.
But
you said what's her name? Oh, you gotta find her.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I just be.
I'm excited because I'm gonna reach out to every last one of these females, honey, to see if I can get them on, and then hopefully if I can get y'all all together,
right?
One and just let everybody just work the table.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that would be nice.
Michelle Visa.
Michelle Visa. Yeah, you know when she was on
she rap. Yeah.
I didn't know she rap. I thought she had the clothing line. A clothing store.
Come on with an album.
Shut up, Michelle. I gotta reach. Now she's right in the mall, right?
No, I think her store had changed. Yep.
Okay, because that's what Frederick Massey was telling me.
Then you got Tree Queen. Look, they rappers. They all female rappers. Vitamin E is a singer. Then who else? Let me see. I'm sorry. I'm bringing it up as I'm
That's
going
okay.
along.
That's okay.
You got Tina Harris, of course.
T Hood.
Yeah. I know what that is.
Yeah. And
When I'm waiting for T to drop her load. I gotta wait for her to drop the baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear her?
We run it up. That's what I'm on with her.
That's her go-to joint.
You know what I mean? So yeah, but I'm getting her. I already said, so when she, I told her, so when she, had a baby, we ready for her,
Right.
so.
Oh my gosh, I had to forgive me. I forgot that girl's name, and she got a lot of following too. Yeah. She's from the town.
Yeah.
She is from the town.
Well, what I'm gonna get with you later, maybe you can shoot me the actual things,
Yeah.
So I can get, right. And then I hit them up on that. Did you want her to do a hook or anything right now, or that was just your?
I mean, I could sing my latest
Hey, girl,
single.
do you?
Okay, and then
you can spit your couple bars of whatever your song is, and a couple bars of.
So this joint is called "Tell Me." No room for discussion, the time is now, there ain't hearing nothing. Cops ringing bullets inside his room and niggas is ducking. Bricks falling down and so is everyone else, they busting. Moral of the story, it's a war zone, that's the repercussions. Now how many neighborhoods is living this reality? Tell me how many more gotta be caught a fatality? I can't even count how many niggas wanna battle me, and this is all because I figured out the double strategy. If you're put inside a room with no food and no water, your body breaks down, eventually grows hunger. The stomach eats itself, now developed is starvation. Tell me how many sons and daughters die daily in our nation. We put against each other because we're stronger when the numbers of thousands. How many died in federal housing? Steady talking and being told they better than you? Enough said. Now it's time to ask what you're going to do. You tell me what you're going to do.
All right. Yeah.
And then,
Okay.
this one, I'm about to do a video too. We're shooting a video. I actually got a video to that.
Okay.
I have to show you later.
Okay.
But Because of You, that's the one that I'm about to put out now. Shouts out to DJ Hassan and WBOK.
Yes.
Kid Cole was mixing my song, and DJ Hassan came in and was like, "Who in the hell is that?" And he said, "Man, hit up NDure," and he heard it. He said, "Nat, I need that song."
Mm-hmm.
So I just finished up with that. I'm about to send it out to Yasmin Young.
Okay.
Shouts out to her. Hopefully I can get
Yes.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
And also too, I also got a plug 88.7 KAZI FM in Austin, Texas. I did a couple shows out there, and I got a good rapport with a program director there. Shouts out to Miss Sharon. And I got a lot of songs that played in Austin.
Well, but you know what? It doesn't matter. And it's funny that you say that. And this is what we say here in the city of Buffalo, that you have your little fan base here, but it's sad when you got support in different other cities and states.
You know
and
what?
your own home don't, grill it in the ground. But at the end of the day, you just not local. You nationwide, worldwide.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about. It's not being
Yeah.
stuck in your hometown.
Right.
Yeah.
So let me tell you an analogy of that. And I'm a natural philosopher and stuff. I'm gonna try to pull up my song a little bit. So basically, the way I look at it is that when you're anointed and it's meant for you, see, you can't worry about stuff like that. Because God will place the people in your life that is needed at that time and place, and He will see forth how it needs to be sought out. Yeah. See, sometimes what happens is that we get so caught up in the limelight in the world, and don't realize that in the end you always got to face God, whether it be in the casket or you on your knees at that church altar. Okay, and what happened is that, like I said before, if it's for you, it will happen for you. And when you have faith and you steadfast and you stay in the word, it will come about for you. See, there was places and things and people that I've met that I never thought I would ever meet. And I come across them and they want to help out. And so therefore, I don't get caught up in the industry part of it no more, because a lot of people lose their souls. They lose their identity. You know what I mean? And a lot of what people don't understand is that it's not all what it crack up to be once you get out there.
Come on now.
It's really not. It's really not. A good mentor that had helped me out, shouts out to him, was Pee Wee of Digital Underground. I met him back in Atlanta, Georgia, and he taught me how he met Tupac. He was the one that actually caught the cases when Tupac first started off.
Shut up.
And when I tell you that I met him, Humpty Dumpty, and everything, and he sat down with me, telling me on how it was. It's not all what it cracked up to be. You see what I'm saying? You could lose yourself so easily when you're caught up in that money, the drugs, and everything. So you got to be careful at what you ask for. And not only that, I'll set up here, and I've been to the convention centers with I Create Music at ASCAP Expo. I'm a publisher and a writer with ASCAP. And I've heard Shaka Khan sit on a panel. I'm in front of her while she's sitting there talking about how she loved country music. And like she sit up here and gets her love and her passion and her comfort zone through washing dishes. So what I'm saying is that it's not all of what it cracks up to be. You'll get there and then you'll find yourself like, whoa, this is a little bit mentally too much for me. And even when I've been on BET, when this is right after Free had left, and we was in the audience, and that's when they first pulled out what's the name from Maybach Music. He was my favorite artist too, light-skinned, tall.
Stolly.
Yes, Stolly. Oh my God. I first met him when he first came out, written, signed to Maybach Music. I don't know where he at. I gotta follow him and find out what happened to him. But we were there in the audience, and me and my girlfriend was like, man, it is hot. You know what I'm saying? And it was just, I don't mean to sound all over the place, but what I'm saying is that we got there and it just wasn't what you expect. Or you do these shows and you get to the show and you lack in water, or you ask the promoter to do this and it's just like that. And then you realize you're taking away time from your kids and you take away time from family because you're on tour and this and that. And you find out that you're missing stuff. I mean, there was a time my grandmother died. I went from my grandmother passing and the next day I had to do a show. I just did it. I had to get it out of me. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's not all of what people think it is. And you have to be careful.
Basically, I don't cut you off, but basically I think what she's saying is you lose a part of yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're so busy, like you don't have the time for the kids. You don't even have time for yourself. You're so busy trying to do other things, and when life hits you, and it's gonna hit you, you don't even have time to deal with it. You heard what she just said. You got to get right back on the road. You got to do a show.
It took us 24 hours to get to Austin, Texas, and we literally went off the road into a bathroom to wash up, get changed, and go on the stage. As I was already 20 minutes late to get on.
Wow.
Okay.
Right.
And I mean, and let's just say this: I'm not sitting up here giving no excuse. Or saying that it's okay to use cocaine or do lean or none of that. Let's just say I understand why. You get what I'm saying? Not saying it's the right thing to do, but I understand.
Just the cope.
Why.
Just the cope.
There you have it. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot from when you're doing the magazines, the photo shoots, and then you got a show, then you got to go home, possibly try to relax, then you got to get right back out on stage, and you got to act and pretend like you all straight. Not to mention, you don't even know if you eating properly. Right. I've had these conversations when I met Busy Bone. I'm best friends with Busy Bone's uncle. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So when he came on, now when he come to Buffalo, when Busy Bone come to Buffalo, I can get on the bill. You know what I'm saying? I opened up. I helped open up for him the last time he was here. Yeah. So I'm able to hear these stories. A lot of what people, there you have it. And I'm just telling you. So I know you probably hearing me say all these names and throwing out like these shows. And you're like, wait a minute. Well, why did that? Man, look, I love my kids.
I know that's right.
And I want to stay close to God. I'm not in there trying to sit up here and sell my soul.
Come on now.
I'm not.
Say it twice. That's what the word I was waiting for you to come out with. That's the word I was waiting for.
Because it's a lot that
behind them scenes with that, but what comes with that money.
What you say? Power glitters ain't gold.
Yeah. No, it's not.
But you have peace at what you're doing and how you doing it.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
And if it comes to me, I mean, I'm getting older now. I'd rather do them. I'd rather do my kids. I mean, I got a song that I'm about to put out for them. My one daughter can sing. My other daughter can rap. Okay. I'd rather just, I write for them. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? My time it's still here. Right. But I'm going to take it at my own pace. So I started my own label.
That's what you do.
My mentor had advised me not to sign. with a major label because there's a lot of stipulations to that. And they put you on, and they have control of your name. Not only your name, but your identity. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just sit up here and say, oh, you know, I can put it up. No, you on a timeline. And if somebody else is making more profit than you are with the music, that's why it's best for you to start your own independent label and you get a major distribution deal with Empire. Or you sit up here and get a major distribution deal with Universal or something like that. And then you put out your own work. You build your fan base. You got your manager team. They gotta be prominent and dope. Knowledge is key to everything.
Well, you dropping a lot, and it's just good. Like I said, the more people that come over here, I'm just thanking God that the people that we are coming across, that's all they've been doing. Knowledge, love, and humble. I like your spirit. Your spirit is just like, oh, well, I gotta, I can hang out with you. Like,
girl.
You know, really?
I'm from the project.
What project?
Okay. He's fair.
Okay, but still the knowledge, just that to even meet somebody coming out the projects and seeing your spirit is so humble. You know, it's a blessing. And so I see you going big places too. Same thing I told Dom. I don't care where you're from or what he used to do or what he used to be. But that young man is, you know, he's official. You know, and so, and I like him and Tina and Honey and Twin 2 times. So, but I'm glad you came on. I want to stay in contact with you. Anytime, as I tell each person that come on here, anytime, anything you want us to put out for you, anything you want us, shoot, hey, throw this up for me or shout this out for me. We have no problem doing. Like I said, we gravitate to who gravitate to us, and I appreciate you coming on, especially in your status that you even took the time to come on such a small podcast. But we won't be small for long, baby. I'm just saying. I just look at it.
She look at it different.
She look at it different.
Yeah.
I just feel that, but I'm just starting out.
No. I'm about to give you some more juice.
Come on now.
The tongue is powerful.
Yes, it is.
You got to speak things into existence. You got to be careful with what you put into the universe because what you put into the universe is the energy that you project back to you. So you got to be careful. Okay. Now it ain't small. It ain't small at all. You got to say that it's big in order to get big because when you sit up here and you say something is big and you wake up every morning and you say this is what I am, this is what I'm going to do. If you think about it, you'll put that energy and that time and that effort into making it what it needs to be. But if you say it's small, you'll be lazy, you procrastinate and everything else. So I wouldn't ever hear you.
You won't hear it. You won't hear it no more. We big. We big.
That's right.
We high.
That's
we
right.
rolling.
That's right.
You got it?
Yep, I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
All right.
Yep. Because remember, you can receive a blessing, be a blessing.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
That's to get a blessing, be a blessing.
That's the key.
And God may take you somewhere that you
I ain't never been before. I never thought I'd get there. The anointing is on me because I ain't even start this.
Yeah.
So I know He working with me.
Yeah.
Be great.
That's what they say. Anybody got anything else to say before we close out?
I just want to say I like how you came in like a walking brand.
NDure.
You came in with the book. You got
fragrance.
Fragrance. You got the, what is that, the cocoa butter?
Shea butter.
Shea butter. Came in with, your picture. You know what I'm saying? We can go ahead and hold that down, put that up on the wall. So what I'm saying is just different things that you brought in and how you promote yourself. And it shows, like you said, living off experience or how long you've been around. It definitely shows because you're doing the right thing.
Let's give a shout out to our people in the back.
Yes.
Shout out to our people in the back.
Yeah, shout out to my, my brother D-Nail. Shout out cuz Nader.
Nader.
I mean? Yes, sir.
They in the house.
They in the house.
She already spoke about the book.
Yeah.
We brought that up first.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about that. You said you got a first book too. Now, what
The Inception. You can actually find that on Amazon.
That's what I want to see, just so people can know where they can go.
Because this is the closure. She wanted to get you in the beginning.
You got the beginning. This is the end.
Yeah, this is the end.
She received
two parts.
Yeah, one on Amazon is the beginning.
Yeah.
This is also on Amazon too.
Okay.
You can actually find it on Amazon too.
So both of your one end, the first one and the second.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
right. Is there anything you want to give out personally, like your Instagram, your Facebook information? You can go ahead and shout it out.
Yes. So let me start it off as I got my saying. Hey, what's going on? It's your girl NDure. Now, you can find me on Facebook at Natalie NDure Brooks. You can also find me on Instagram at NDure Fire Burning. That is NDURE Fire Burning, FAREBURNING, all one word. Also on Twitter at NDure Forever. And also check me out on Snapchat, NDure263. That's NDURE263. And you can find me on LinkedIn at Natalie Brooks. Hit me up anytime. It's your girl NDure. I'm up and out.
All right. All right. So we want to say Strong United Voices at gmail.com. Phone number 716-259-9718. And I got it. I had too many shots today.
It's on the Facebook page.
Our Facebook page is under SUV Pods or Strong United Voices Podcast. So I'm going to be reaching out to some of the names that was given to me. So you'll be expecting us to be sending you a request for a friend so we can get you on here. Again, starting in 2 weeks, we will be starting to go on a kind of little regular basis so I can get to everybody to get on here. Anybody got anything else to say?
Nope.
Peace out.
Deuces.
I'm trying to make a living.